अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, होठ पे माया विराजे। बाजे
मुरलिया बाजे, बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे। अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर, होठ पे माया विराजे। बाजे मुरलिया
बाजे, बाजे मुरलिया बाजे।
हरे हरे बांस की बनी मुरलिया, हरे हरे बांस की बनी मुरलिया, मरम मरम को छुए अंगुरिया, मरम मरम को छुए अंगुरिया।
ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं, भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरुः स शिवः प्रोक्तः, यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः। विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पकः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव। पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः। तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतान्तमूर्धम् संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयं कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रे। नमो किञ्चनवित्ताय निवृत्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मारामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यपतये नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। गोविन्दाय श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम हरि ओम। Today we will see new topic coming in the 14th chapter of 9th canto, and this topic is about Suryavamsha and Chandravamsha, the clan of the moon and the clan of the sun. Chandravamsha and Suryavamsha. So we all have inside Chandravamsha and Suryavamsha. By outside is the earth. Between sun and earth there is moon. So this is the earth, and intellect is there. Between body and the intellect there is a mind. So to understand the totality, you have to understand the individual body. Why to understand? Supposing I don't understand, I only stand, then what is the problem? What is the problem? Problems are there, I'll tell. Already problem is there. See, we have intellectual capacity and we have emotional capacity. So Chandrama is the Devata of the mind. Why? My sun is the Devata of the eyes and intellect, because without sun you cannot see. But how come you say the moon is the deity of the mind? How do you say? Because this is in Chandogya Upanishad. If you stop eating for a few days, you will see that your mind is not functioning. This there. And the moon nourishes the crops, etc. Moon nourishes the wheat, the rice, the paddy, the flowers. The flower kingdom, the fruits, the herbs, they are all nourished by moon. You must have heard it. So, and therefore the moon is going into your body through the food. Subtlest aspect of the food goes to make your mind. So, and therefore the deity of the moon, of the mind is the moon. So outside is the moon and inside also is the moon. What is the difference between the mind and intellect? Intellect goes to cause and effect. It's a linear effect. And mind goes in circles. So mind has emotions is there. Mind is the seat of emotions. And intellect is the seat of discovery, knowledge. So to know something, you need intellectual capacity. But to desire to know it, you need emotional capacity. I want to know the truth, but you should have love for the truth also. Then only you can persist and continue. So both is required. Sun inside and moon inside is also required. If you are short of your emotions, then it will be difficult, you can't serve. You will not have love in you will not have lot of, what shall I say, ability to surrender won't be there. You won't be sensitive to what other person wants. You cannot dedicate. Why? Because emotions are weak. You may be intellectually very good, but emotional personality is weak because Chandravamsha is weak. So you will not be able to dedicate to some altar. You cannot identify. Tadatma Shakti will be not there. And if intellect is weak, then Anveshan Shakti won't be there. The power to discriminate and discover. So both is required. House is held because of the emotions. If emotions are not there, house will not be held. You go at some place because somebody likes you or loves you. Mother takes care of the child because of her emotions, not because of her knowledge. Because there is nothing great in child. Still she loves. So, the power to bind is because of emotion. And if anybody is emotionally not developed, so he won't have binding power. He won't be a charm. He won't be having the power to serve. He won't understand also what a person needs in front of me. He won't be able to understand the need of other person. So too much of emotions are required. Too much, not little emotion doesn't work. You cannot do puja because you won't understand Bhagwan is eating also. Bhagwan is eating and Bhagwan is angry or Bhagwan is not happy. You won't understand because emotional capacity is less. It needs developed emotion to understand this is required. Bhagwan is asking for food now. Bhagwan is wanting this from me. You need to have lot of identificational capacity. Otherwise, you will never be a good pujari of the God because you don't understand. It is fused. Chandravamsha is weak. Chandravamsha is not there. Not that these people don't have emotion. They have emotion for something lower. It is called commotion. They are very not emotional, commotional. Anger is also emotion. Jealousy is also emotion. Sadness is also emotion. Ego is also emotion. So they have emotion, but in a wrong direction they have emotion. If somebody builds up the country because his emotion, if Subhash Chandra Bose or they didn't have emotion for the country, they wouldn't have given their lives. So emotions are very, very important. You cannot sustain yourself with somebody. You need lot of compassion, forgiveness. You need lot of understanding in serving. How will you know that what seva he requires? To serve, everything is not told. How will you know that he is happy or unhappy if you don't have developed emotions? You cannot please somebody unless you have lot of emotions. Other person will feel that he is not understanding my emotions. You will say something and you will not understand it has hurt him. Or this would have hurt him, what I did would have hurt him, or this wouldn't have hurt him. That capacity won't be there. That this attitude may hurt him or not hurt him. A person has emotion, immediately he'll feel very bad. Why should I do something? I'm sorry. Immediately he'll go and say, I'm apologizing because of that. I'm sorry. A small thing, he will be very, very careful if he has developed emotions. No? Ramji, when he was going to some ashram, he was taking out his bow and arrow first and keeping outside. So that nobody, no rishi is in meditation, anybody is coming with bow and arrow, he may not get perturbed because of seeing such a rajasic bow and arrow. Like in the ashram, somebody came with a gun once. So, gun and ashram doesn't go together inside. Guard can keep. But you come in the satsang hall and come with the gun. So it doesn't gel with that ashram environment. Some things don't go together. Sannyasi and marriage ceremony. Kendra hall they call me sometime. It is out of place. Why you are calling me? I am misfit. Their songs are going on, Bollywood songs are going on, everybody is well, with lot of ornament and lot of nice clothes are there. They get very over-conscious. Songs are also going on. So we don't go there. You can come later on in the ashram. The bride and groom, they can come later on in the ashram, then I can meet, but I avoid going because environment is different. Funeral also we don't go. It doesn't go well with the funeral. ठीक है ना? So, if emotions are not very much, you will never know that my attitude has given joy or sorrow. It needs a very, very expansive mind to appreciate. ठीक है ना? ये समझो जरा सा, otherwise you will not be able to, nobody will be happy with you if you don't have developed emotion. You will know that why people are not happy. Well, all are like that. Everybody is like that. No, but you have to sensitize slightly. Maybe you are missing, there's a link missing between you and somebody. Something people are wanting more. Dil maange more. So something is required. Serving, how to talk, you need emotions there. Which words are appropriate word? Nice words are there. Guruji did Bhagavad at one place, one person came, you did very nice postmortem of Bhagavad. So, postmortem is not, that is for Bhagavad is a text like this. उसको पता नहीं था कि which word to use. He was wanting to communicate but a wrong word was there. So if you don't have emotion, you can't write a good letter. You can't serve. You will not know that this person may need something. He said no and you stopped giving. Maybe he needs something more. You stopped too early. I was a brahmachari and I went to a place called Ujjain. So I used to take morning breakfast and night dinner, something like that. So one person was there and nothing, one room was there. I was staying in some for 7 days. So he brought only I think night only brought. Morning he didn't bring anything for one day. I had no money to purchase. So next day when I met him, he came. I said, morning I was waiting for you for my breakfast. And then he said, Acha, you take twice a day food. I said, if required, thrice. I took it sportingly. I was an elderly person. He must be in 50s, 50s, 60s. I was in 20s. So he was like my father. So I didn't mind. Somebody said he should not say like that. I said, never mind. So the capacity to say never mind is like my father, comes from my emotion. And he should have brought that was his emotion. He didn't understand that I should be giving more. Every area, Acha, I'm putting the word. Tell me, if I will have less emotion, I cannot teach it well. I have to see every face whether you are really catching my words or not catching. Which face is putting a quiz? Which face is showing sleepiness? Then I will modulate my voice and I'll catch some attention, I'll throw some ideas, I'll crack some jokes, something I have to bring it out, or which is a lazy face, or which is a bright face, or which are, you are all bright, no doubt. But I'm just saying, so if the teacher doesn't have lot of emotions, how will he teach in a very, how will he explain it again and again? He'll be tired. A good teacher should have emotion of compassion. Ocean of compassion. Ocean of ability to explain repeatedly, ability to forgive repeatedly. A good student, unless he has emotion, he won't serve. He says, I'm tired of serving teacher. I don't know why he has pain in the leg. All the time, why should I press? Why should I get up in the morning? All the time I get scolding. So thus, he should have lot of capacity to give. A good husband is there, rarely found. But he should have lot of emotion to understand that wife is working, she must be tired. Wife is tired whole day, or she has headache, or she's not keeping well nowadays. So I'll tolerate her, or he will speak very softly, how are you? How was the day? And in between he will also say, I love you. Don't think I don't love you, I love you. So this is the way. Or a good wife is there, she will also express his emotions, her emotion. If somewhere something is lagging, you will feel that our communication is not great. The emotional scarcity results in a big communication gap. And communication gap results in miscommunication. When you don't communicate, you tend to misunderstand and misunderstanding. And misunderstanding tends to become anger. So somewhere lack of emotion will precipitate into some anger for each other. With you, hope you are understanding my point. Therefore, Chandravamsha is not developed in a person. Everywhere you require. Everywhere. Once I was going in Trivandrum. I was not brahmachari at that time. In a bus. So one white lady came near my seat. I was sitting. I was a student. So I got up. I said, you sit. She got very happy. I said, nothing great about it. Hardly 1 hour drive is there. So you can easily sit. He said, but we don't give the seats like that. I said, this is our culture. Nothing great. I'm just saying everywhere we need, this is what we were taught from our childhood. So don't think. When I go from the bus, the airport, from the airport to the plane, there's a bus there. That bus is there, no? Shuttle. So I never sit in that. Never. Some people immediately go and sit. So, because others are there, elderly people may be there, or some children, mother and children are there. Right? So everywhere you need lot of development of your emotion. You will never know. And many times when we sit, of something urgency we sit. But if you give chance to others, through emotions you understand, you go into others' heart and peep and see what my words would have impacted him. What I said, how he will feel about it. What I did, how he will feel about it. What I say, what I did not do, what I will feel about it. And you develop a sorrow and joy, which is somebody else's. And this way, your vyavhar is very matured. You are very liked. Bhagavan Ram's emotion was so developed. He goes to pluck flowers for his Guru. So there also he goes and first asks the gardener. Ramji was prince. So dekh maligan. First he saw this. He thought that the flowers are planted by the gardener. He hurt if I just pluck like that. Otherwise it is written, don't pluck flowers. Somebody plucked that only first. He said, now I can pluck. It's not like that. ये प्यार से ही दुनिया बंधी रहती है, प्यार से संबंध होता है. And emotions requirement is that you sacrifice something. You can't have anger, you can't have irritation because it will hurt somebody. This is the Chandravamshinas. Same Chandrama is on the top, what you see. Because if Chandra is not there, the plants won't have the ras in them. The fruits won't be juice. You can't have lychees. You can't have the wheat. You can't have rice. And therefore all of the anna has some intoxication in it. Because the Chandra, the rays are coming inside. Rays are there. Soma bhutva rasatmaka. ठीक है ना? So that is connected if the rays, moon is not there. It is soothing. Ras is there. Joy is there. One is joy oriented, other is knowledge oriented. Therefore it's called honey moon, not honey sun. You don't say I'm going for honey sun. Because in that moon implies some kind of love or some kind of identification. Some kind of, what's it called, offering, some coolness is there. तो ही देखी शीतल भई जाती. सम शीतल नहीं त्याग ही नीति, सरल स्वभाव सभी संप्रीति. Therefore Ramchandra is there, not Ram Surya. Krishna Chandra is there, Shiv Chandra is not there. Ramchandra and Krishna Chandra, because after avatar is for identification mainly, to love, to teach how to offer, how to love. Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai, Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai, Vishnu Chandra ki jai. Nahi, Vishnu is not avatar, therefore Vishnu Chandra ki jai nahi. Brahmachandra nahi hai, Brahmachandra nahi hai. चंद्र वहीं लगता है where the avatar is for giving joy. नरसिंह चंद्र नहीं है, मत्स्य चंद्र नहीं है, कच्छप चंद्र नहीं है. वो अवतार में जॉय के लिए नहीं है, है ना? That is, Chandra is where it's for joy. ठीक? So without emotion you cannot understand. It is like that you are eating something and there is no liquid, there is no lubricator in the throat. Eat panjiri, immediately need water. Panjiri, here they call God powder. God powder. So panjiri is there. Immediately you need water, panjiri. Or you have bread. Of dry bread you need some tea, etc. You see, it needs some coffee. or you need a water or a Milo, whatever is there. Many times you eat something and you start feeling that it's getting stuck up, you need something to gale nahi utrega. Similarly, if the teacher only teaches and doesn't express his love through words, his love is wrapped in the word, then he is a good teacher. Love is wrapped in the word. Otherwise, his university teacher is there. Otherwise, he cannot go into the hearts. And therefore, everywhere you need plenty of emotions, unending emotions. Too much emotions are required. Too much emotion. Without getting mad. Emotion should be well guided by the intellect. Therefore, sun is on the top, then moon is there. Emotion should not be erratic and irrational emotions. It should be for higher purpose. It should be for vairagya, for bhakti. When ego comes, emotion becomes uncontrollable. The attachment comes, emotion becomes uncontrollable. Bharatji had lot of emotions. One character which has too much of emotion is Bharatji in Ramayana. But in spite of his emotional, his intellect is so bright. He never misses his duty. He was the one who came to return Bhagwan Ram from Chitrakoot. And you won't believe that he is the one who could understand that because of the people of Chitrakoot and Ayodhya, we are disturbing the quietness of the place. And he was the first to say, okay, bhaiya, I'll go back now. So he is the one whose intellectual discrimination doesn't slow down. This is Suryavamsha and Chandravamsha, both are required. If Surya is not there, you won't have development of science, development of technology. Or you will not have Brahma Jigyasa won't be there. Okay? So this internal Chandra and internal Chandra comes as the external Chandra. This is Adhyatmik and that is Adi Bhautik. Remember that. And there is Adi Devik also. Adi Devik means, there is a Devata of that particular moon. Chandra Devata is there. Surya Devata is there. Agni Devata is there. One who is the possessor of the particular body is called Adi Devik. Adi Devik, like you are a body. This is a body. Possessor of this body is Adi Devik. That is the Jeev. This is the background of Chandravamsha and Suryavamsha. And therefore, for the women, Chandra Upasana is there. And for the men, Surya Upasana is there. Why? Because woman has to bind the house. She has to grow up the children. And therefore, Karwa Chauth and all these vrat are there. And for the men, Gayatri Upasana is there. They have to go out and work. So women's body is tapasya pradhan and men's body is tyag pradhan. So in men there is a tyag, women there is a tapasya. In tyag you give up something. In tapasya you hold some higher something. This is the difference. So if emotions are not there, you won't come in the ashram also. And if knowledge is not there, so you will feel there is nothing great I learned today. The talk was not there, nothing is there. You will have junk, intellectual junk comes in. कुछ अच्छा सुना नहीं, nothing. There is intellectual inertia is there. Various places I go, you can experience intellectual inertia. खूब तेज भजन होगा, all this. But you need some kind of knowledgeable thoughts also. Many Mahatmas I went and they used to say, please ask any question. And they said, if you don't ask, I will ask. I said, no, let me ask. Let me ask this question. What is the meaning of this word in Bhagavad Gita? Why this is said here? Etc. So with your intellect, you remain goal-oriented. And with the mind, you have the capacity to sacrifice, to pursue for that goal. You are joyous, you put effort. If emotions are not there, student-teacher can't live together. ठीक? So there is a Chandra Devata. Remember that Devata? Devata means possessor of that Chandra body. Chandra Devata, Surya Devata, Prithvi Devata, Agni Devata. They manifest also. They are manifesting also. Nag Devata. There is a Nag Lok is there. A lok of snakes are there. So that Nag Devata is there. So that Nag Devata also comes. That snake Devata comes. Very big is there. And he opens his hood there. That is there. Nag Devata is there. Don't think it is there. Therefore the puja is done. Nag Devata is there. He can talk to you. And if he is angry, anywhere you are, that I have known people who are bitten by snake 80 times. Anywhere he goes, a snake comes. One person killed one snake in the field, and the corresponding Nagin, anywhere he goes, she follows. Anywhere. It is dangerous. So Nag Devata is there. ठीक है? बोले ठीक है. So this is Adi Devik Shakti is there. चले? So this is the Chandravamsha which is being described from 14th chapter, Chandravamsha. And why? Because we are attracted by lot of things. We have vasanas, and to control our vasana, we need some one vasana of God. And therefore in Chandravamsha, Krishna avatar has to be there. And therefore Chandravamsha is mentioned. He is Karsh, he will pull, attract. So in Chandravamsha, there will be Krishna Chandra will be born. So this will be Chandravamsha. Suryavamsha, Bhagwan Ram was born. Suryavamsha, Bhagwan Ram was born. And in Chandravamsha, Bhagwan Krishna will take avatar. Because unless avatar is there is nothing to pull you back. Something throws, but something should pull me towards Lord. इसलिए यहाँ पे चंद्रवंश का वर्णन है. So Yadu will be there, then that Yadu from Yaduvansh, all these things will come. We will see that. ठीक? Have some emotions. Otherwise you will have commotion. बहुत इमोशन की जरूरत है, बहुत जरूरत है. Emotion of forgiveness, emotion of the daya, emotion of love, emotion of seva, emotion of understanding, emotion of waiting. You need too much develop. Emotion to understand God, emotion to understand with what color He needs today to put on, emotion to understand whether the jewelry I have put on is right or wrong, or emotion is there whether he is feeling hungry or not. Emotion should be there to find out whether he is unhappy with me today. I was angry, he will be unhappy. अगर ये सब नहीं होगा तो आपकी पूजा अच्छी नहीं होगी, आपका जप अच्छा नहीं होगा. Your jap and puja won't be good because you don't have developed emotion. You will not understand that. So a person who doesn't have, he is not able to dedicate, surrender totally. फिर उसकी उपलब्धि नहीं होती because he is not giving, therefore he will not get also. You get the love only when you give a love. You can't expect love without giving the love. Don't say, people have rejected me because you rejected, therefore others will also reject you. People will definitely, if you love, definitely people cannot avoid you. They have to love you. Love बहुत चाहिए. चलते हैं. I hope this much is clear. This is the Chandravamsha inside and Chandravamsha Adi Bhautik and Chandravamsha Adi Devik. Well, where from this Chandrama came? We will see that. Wait. Okay. So, there was, Brahmaji had one son. his name was Atri. And Atri's wife was? Atri's wife? Anusuya. Atri is who doesn't have three gunas, who doesn't have three worlds in him, three avasthas. Turiya. So Atri is Turiya. And his wife mind has Anusuya without raga, who doesn't see fault in the qualities. Anusuya means but doesn't feel. Idam tute guyatavam pravakshami Anusuya. ठीक है? So Atri and Anusuya. So from the Atri's eyes came Chandrama. And Chandrama was made the head of Brahman, of all the nakshatra as well as the herbs, plants. You have heard that Chandrama was too inclined. Chandrama means if God is very happy, He gives lot of ras to somebody and the power of giving ras also. Ahlad and Ahlad Data. So Chandrama has Ahlad, he has ras and he has the power of giving lot of ras. उसको बोलते हैं चंद्रमा. He by self is full of joy and he gives also lot of joy. Otherwise you will be devoid of joy. Your name may be joy. So, tasya trigbhyo abhavat putra somo amritmaya kil. So Bhagwan is giving lot of, Bhagwan has given what? Chandrama, the power to give joy. Some are attractions somewhere. You can cherish the company of somebody. Some are the magnet somewhere. Because of Chandrama is there. Chandra Tat is more. So Brahma ji made Chandrama the boss, head. ठीक? ये चंद्रमा होना बहुत जरूरी है. अच्छा, हाँ, मिला? ओके. का क्या मिला? हमने बोला ही नहीं. ओके. तो about Chandrama it is also said, if you remember the story, that Chandrama was too inclined towards one of his wives called Rohini, and he was neglecting other wives, and therefore Daksh had cursed him. Remember the story? And therefore Somnath has come. Somnath, where Chandrama did tapasya and got back his body. Remember that in Jyotirlinga Yatra? अब they say Chandrama should be for Rohini only. Rohini is bhakti. And Daksh is action oriented. So those who are too much devotion oriented, they are not like the one who are very action oriented. This is one way of thinking about it. And therefore Daksh did not like Chandrama because Chandrama wanted Rohini only. Rohini means devotion. When emotion is for God, a person will start giving all the time for the God. And if you are very action oriented, they will see me and they say, what is this? They are doing nothing. They will not understand what is their contribution in GDP, what is their contribution in economics of the country. They will raise these questions for that. Economical growth, how do you contribute? As if that is the only growth. The country is only measured by economics and GDP. ऐसा तो नहीं. उनको क्या पता कि there is higher joy also. And if you are going towards higher joy, Daksh and Chandrama they were not in good terms. And therefore he cursed. Chandrama and Daksh. This is a way of seeing also. Mahatmas have various ways of putting the whole thing. So don't think that people will appreciate you. People will not. They want something gross and tangible from out of you. They will say, okay, how much money what is your salary? Where is your house? Do you have a car or not? You drive or not? What is your bank balance? Once I was coming from Johannesburg to Durban, one white lady was sitting next to me. She tapped my thigh. She said, listen, After 2-3 sentences we spoke after that. He said, what you do? If you give talk morning, evening, in between, why don't you work? If you work in between, you can earn money also. You can earn a lot of money. And this way you have morning time and evening time. So still you can earn a good amount of salary. I don't know what to tell. For worldly person, these are the yardstick. How much you earn. You are working, where are you working? Where is your office? What is your designation? My designation, Swami. No. No, this is the name. When I go to the airport, they say, what is your surname? This is a very common question. अब सरनेम क्या बोले भाई? अब उनको अब क्या अर्न तो करते नहीं कुछ. You're not earning something. उनको लगेगा I should. Where is your bank balance? Where is your bank details? Which bank your account is? EBSA, a Standard Bank, Net Bank. Which bank? No bank. I have no bank account. You have no bank account. Are you okay? Have something at least. Now cards are very popular everywhere. They want airport. Sometimes they want card. Dubai I went. They said booking you for a hotel will be only with the card, not with the cash. अब लोग cash तो है नहीं. They need a card now. They need a card, not a cash. They don't need. Sometimes they don't want cash. अब card वार्ड तो है नहीं. For card you need account. How will you go? Account तो है नहीं. So ordinary person doesn't appreciate all these things. And if you say no, my salary is good amount. My salary is not more. It is 95,000 rands. Is it okay? 95,000, fine. Less than it or more? Okay, let us. When you imagine big. In Jobag it is not too big. 95,000 is a good salary. Not small. It's a good salary you have. What is your designation? I am in this corporate world. I am COO, Chief Operating Officer. Okay, thank you. So they are happy. If say other person won't know. So Dakshwa's problem, he said, what are you doing? See, other action-oriented wives also you have. Anyway. But Bhagavan gave the power to Chandrama that in Amavasya and Purnima, you will wax and wane. So your ras will not be lesser. You will always keep on showering some kind of joy to somebody. Joy बहुत होना चाहिए आपके अंदर. If you don't have lot of joy in you, then you cannot serve. You cannot talk nicely also. You will be highly irritable because you don't have joy. Person is not irritating you. You are irritable. By matchstick is there. If that, what is it called, phosphorus or what is there on the tip of that stick, unless that is there, it won't create fire. Ordinary stick, you can't create fire. To create fire, you need to have some phosphorus on the top. So if the person is not internally very happy, complaining, chick, jig, big, dig. So little thing will irritate him because he doesn't have inside him he doesn't have lot of fulfillment, lot of purity, lot of satisfaction, lot of completeness inside. And therefore he is easily, highly inflammable. If you see the petrol tanker, it is written, highly inflammable. Saints are of different material. One person was there and he jumped on Udi Baba. He said, please ask some devotee to give me money. Baba said, no, I cannot ask all these things. If somebody gives me, I'll give it to you. So he got upset. He jumped and he cut his nose like this. So Baba said, remain quiet. Don't beat him. If you beat him, I'll go away. देखो इतना joy था. वो saints के पास ही, they are not angry because there is no anger in them. They are not irritable because they don't have a dissatisfied personality in him. Chandra is there all the time. Chandravamsha is in full flow. ठीक है, इसलिए उनको ना इरिटेशन होता है ना एंगर आता है. Somebody will criticize, somebody will be happy. बोले ठीक है. चंदनम शीतलम लोके चंदनाद अपित चंद्रमा चंदनाद चंद्रमात अपित शीतला साधु संगति. Sandalwood is cool. Cooler than sandalwood is the moon. Cooler than the moon and the sandalwood is the company of the saint or the saint. This is called the saint's life. ठीक? हाँ ठीक ही है. उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता. He is not the one who will be like this. उसको अंतर नहीं पड़ता. यही तो साधना होती है. All sadhana is to discover your coolness and quietness. In irritating his situation, he is non-irritable. Baba used to say that supposing 1,000 people are praising you in a congregation, and somebody comes with the shoes and hits you 3-4 times on you, still you can be quiet, then your sadhana is well. ऐसी ऐसी बात बोलते थे. ठीक है? नहीं ठीक, ऐसी इसी को बोलते हैं. The depth of the person is expressed through the power of giving joy, the power of showering coolness to the world around. It is easy to throw some fire on somebody, throw some harsh words on somebody, throw some bitterness on somebody. But it's very difficult to remain composed and quiet. And they are the one who bind the family, bind the organization. Do you think Gurudev made such a big mission by money? It was his nature that made it. The way he spoke, the way he communicated, the way he loved everybody. It was that love that made the mission. Chandra Tattva was there. Otherwise you were har samay as if burnt Karela. Burnt Karela coated with neem. And that too, that neem also got burnt. So, ये नहीं रहता है. ये नहीं रहता है. See, I went to this darshan for Jyotirling darshan. If you remember, I went in Dwarka to see Shankaracharya there. Swami Sadanand Ji is the Shankaracharya. I was sitting there. Great Shankaracharya is there. So after, तुम भी तो थे ना? So after half an hour of conversation, I said, I will go now. People are waiting. He said, Acha. And then he said, very nice to meet you. Next time when you come, stay with me. And others can also come. Not for everybody. So, some of you, itna bada nahi, they can also stay. But please stay with me. ऐसे बात करना चाहिए. First he told. And then I also told him, I said, see, the darshan of Bhagavan Krishna will be fulfilled only when darshan is with the saint. You were also there, no? You remember that? So, remember him saying this point. Then he said, I like this point, what you said. अच्छा लगा. 3-4 times he said, आपका भाव अच्छा लगा. So, I said, darshan of the saint is difficult. Darshan of the God is easy. So my darshan will be fulfilled when I have your darshan. जब भाव होता है ना तो फिर आदमी में एक चार्म होता है. There is a additional attraction that I'll meet him, he'll talk to me very nicely, he will give me, I can share my heart out, I can tell what is my problem, he will tell. What is this? He's in a receptive mood. He will accept what I say. Otherwise, you feel he won't accept whatever I will say. He will not accept me. वो अच्छी बात करेगा. He will talk something very good. कैसे हो? कहाँ हो? How are you? So there is some aspect. Remember I told Gurudev's Tula Bhar was there. I'm not telling it long. And Leela Kempensky was the hotel in Mumbai. And when I missed it and I went to ashram, straight away from the railway station, imagine, 36-hour train and straight away going, no bath, nothing. Straight away going to Gurudev. And moment he saw me from, I was as a corner, a lot of all big people. I was only 20-year-old. Gurudev called me like that. He was on the wheelchair. I rushed. And moment I went, he held my hands like this, both my hands. I said, Arey, where were you? I was waiting for you. Where were you? I was totally choked. I couldn't answer anything at that time where I was. How to tell train was late. I went to Leela Kempensky. I couldn't see. My point is that makes you. A person should have lot of fulfillment, lot of inside there should be constant sprinkling. Cool sprinklers should be there inside. Cool sprinklers should be there. Then he is a saint. Chandravamsha is inside. Bodhi Baba used to go in the Vrindavan lanes and he saw sometimes the pigs. So pigs nobody touches in India. They are dirty. So he used to put his hand. He said, nobody loves you. He used to put his hand. Bole, tumko koi pyar nahi karta. Once he organized for the street dogs the lunch for all the street dogs. So he called all the street dogs of Vrindavan to offer them lunch. Once he was going in Banke Bihari, so one dog came in front of him. So one devotee, he hit. One was stone the dog. So when he hit, he said, see, you should not have it like him. Like this. Go and offer roti now. Don't usko aise nahi marna chahiye tha. Somebody said, these beggars should be thrown out. They block everywhere. They create a lot of problem. They ask everywhere. Ye dijiye, give me, give. They create a lot of fuss and fiasco everywhere. Baba said, when God has not taken them out of their creation, why should you take them out? देखो ऐसे होता है चंद्रवंश होता है. Some thieves came in the ashram, in his ashram, not here. So somebody said, see, thieves are there. Asked him to get out. Baba said, see, at least they have come. They may hear some good word. They may change someday. हमें मना करना नहीं आता. I don't know how. Somebody told Baba, please don't leave me. He said this, I never leave anybody. हमें accept करना आता है. Once I accept, I don't leave. Only saints are the one who sustain the relations. In this manner I am telling you. Chandravamsha is required. You have to have lot of coolness, the power to give ras, the power to give seva, the power to understand. You take your heart out and then keep somebody's heart and then you understand what is the expectation of other person. What is the expectation of another person from you? There is one place called Datia in India. And one king was there. And in Datia Naresh they call the king. So in his kingdom a saint came, his name was Gwariya Baba. Gwariya Baba. So Gwariya Baba said, Baba, the king was a devotee of Gwariya Baba. He said, Baba, Gwariya Baba. He said, what Shiva Sai? He said, no, nothing. He said, no, you ask something. He said, but if I ask something, will you give? Bole, haan. Will you make me king? He said, but I am under the British rule. I am under them. How can I make? He said, for 3 days you make me king. He said, okay. So 3 days he became king. You know what he did? Maid was made the queen, queen was made the maid. So all the topsy-turvy he did, Gwariya Baba. He said, now you will understand what, queen will know what is the problem of the maid, maid will know what is the problem of the queen. And all he took, everything was upside down, so that you can understand what is others' problem also. When we live, we feel my problem is not understanding. Any healthy relation will be there where you feel this person understands my problem. Then only you can have a good relation. 3 days, then they understood, okay, the maid's problem can be this. And the queen understood maid's problem, man understood queen's problem, the minister understood prisoner's problem, prisoner understood minister's problem. He was very playful. He was very, very playful. So once in Vrindavan, he printed one pamphlet, Gwariya Baba No More, and distributed. The condolence meeting is on this place. So a lot of people came in his condolence meeting. He was still alive, sitting there. In between he gets up. He said, I'm alive. He said, but why you did all these things? He said, I wanted to hear my praise. Once some thieves were there. So thieves caught him. He said, go and steal. So they were stealing along with him. He was also there. So there he saw some butter is there. So he said, let me offer it. He was a Krishna devotee. Let me offer Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna. And in between, stealing was going on. He started ringing the bell. He said, how to offer without bell? All thieves ran away. They beat him. Bell means some vessel, he started ding, 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 ding. Then they opened on the light, but ये तो ग्वारिया बाबा है. पक्कड़ होते हैं महात्मा लोग. चंद्र अंदर खूब होना चाहिए. Otherwise you will be problem with others. People will not be comfortable with you. The beauty of a person is that he fulfills the expectation, valid expectation of others. And he doesn't accept, but he doesn't expect, but he fulfills the expectations of others. When without expecting you fulfill expectations of others, then you are accepted. What is it? One is expect, other is accept. Then when you, without expecting, you fulfill expectation of others, then you get wholehearted acceptance. Okay. Understood, no? I have to think over it. ये चंद्रवंश है. ऐसे नहीं बोलता. Otherwise you will be burnt. You will have acidity problem. Why? Because mind is not okay. Mind is not fine. So your digestion will be, ulcer will be there. Or you will have blood pressure will become higher. Or it will become very low. So, and if Surya is not powerful, you won't know the concepts of life. What is Karma Yoga? What is Bhakti Yoga? What is Jnana Yoga? What is Atma? What is Chaitanya? What is the purpose of life? What is death? You will not be very bright in that area. So we need Surya also and Chandra also. I hope this much introduction is clear about Chandravamsha. But main thing is now going to come now. Main thing will come when class is getting over. आप समझ लो उसको, उसमें क्या समझ लो भाई. Morning classes are going on, evening classes are going on. So many concepts are there you need to understand. Topics are not that simple. You have to need, lot of listening is required. That Surya Lok is there. See, you read Ramayana, and today I 8 kinds of bhajan. And whole class went in bhajan only. 8 lines. Yesterday we had Sumiran, then Shravan. So when you delve into it, there is lot of details. And more you can go into the details, more you have a grip over the subject. Cornea specialist is different, retina specialist is different. Nowadays, all specialists are there. The person who operates orthopedic is different and the surgeon is different. What is it called? Neurosurgeon is different. Neurologist is different. हमें लगा एक ही होंगे. बोले no, the neurologist won't do the surgeon work. Surgeon is different. है ना? Neurosurgeon is different. Neurologist is different. हर चीज में, and more is the details, more difficult to get that doctor particular. More he becomes rarer and rarer. Difficult to get that particular doctor. Go into the details of the subject, then you will know what is the meaning of Atma, what is Chaitanya, what is the meaning of Chidakash, and what is Chidabhas. Bole both are Chit. No, both are different. Chidakash is different, Chidabhas is different. Bole what is Bhas is Akash. No, both are different. उसमें फिर पंचदशी 10 chapter, 15 chapter. We took 10 chapters here in Pandra. It is over now. Panchadashi is over. So Panchadashi, 10 chapters. So you know, okay, there is a light. Oh, this is a light. This is Karma Yoga is this, Jnana Yoga is this. Achha. Arjuna asked one question in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagwan answered in 42-43 श्लोक, 3rd chapter. इतनी मेहनत होती है, तब जाके mind gets convinced. It takes time to convince the intellect. चले आगे. So this is about the Chandrama and Suryalok. Both are required. You can't stop. Don't think on this topic. No. What is the defect of expectation? What is the defect of attachment? Why not get attached? I like. You have to think over it. What is the meaning of attachment? Meaning of attachment is seeing joy somewhere else. Then what will happen? You miss to see joy inside. Then what will happen? You will become enslaved by your emotions. Love a lot. Don't get attached. Loving is out of independence. Attachment is out of dependence. Loving is expression of fulfillment. Attachment is the cry of unfulfillment. Loving makes you stronger. Attachment makes you weaker. You love and you never get hurt in love. In attachment you will get hurt. Lot of discrimination are there. I'm just giving one example. Surya is required. क्यों? सीरा कुछ बोल ही नहीं रही. So this is written here. Brahmaji had one son called Atri, who is beyond 3 gunas, and he had a wife called Anusuya. Remember what is the meaning of Anusuya? Huh? No. Not seeing fault in qualities. That is called Asuya. Guneshu dosh buddhi. Only he is doing japa. I think some frustration may be there. This is called what? Well, he is going a lot to the temple. I think he wants something. I think promotion he is not getting. Well, something you find fault in that. See, he is sitting here. He just shows that he is very good. He is not. You just pick up something like that. This is called Asuya. Asuya. See, he is dressing up so nicely. And he is useless person but dresses very well. So you put it like that. See, he is putting on fragrance, perfume, because he has no fragrance in his personality. So you put it like that. इसको बोलते हैं असूया. The result of that is when you keep somebody's fault in your mind, you burn. It is like putting a live charcoal inside your mind. Some fault is outside, let him be outside. I am not a rag picker. A rag picker will have a stink around him. Don't be a rag picker. Pick everybody's fault and keep in your mind. He's like that. He gets up late. He is not eating lunch. Lunch time, dinner time, he is eating lunch. He is doing like this. She is doing like that. Everybody's fault to keep in your mind. क्या होगा उससे आपका? I mean, other person is not going to improve. He is like that. He is fine and he is very happy. You are only suffering. He is happy. He is having nice. He is putting on weight. You are only losing weight. आप परेशान हो गए. The very sign of a saint is that in his mind is clean, clear, empty of worldly thoughts. Why to see faults from everybody? Why to pick it and keep it in your mind? I see it. Never mind. Why to keep it in my mind? Why to keep? Something rotten, you see rotten thing. Will you keep it in your room? You should keep it out only. Something is stinking and rotting. Supposing on the road is there. Will you pick it and keep it on your bed? I hope so not. Rather, if you see something, you will take it out of the room first thing. If you see some dirt in your room, and if you are not lazy, immediately you will go and take the broom, etc., and take it out. You dead rat, you see. Well, a dead rat, yes. Dead rat is there. Let me clean the whole room. And at least clean that part of the room. I cannot see dead rat here. Unless you are Chinese. They may not throw it. It's a delicacy there. Similarly, why to keep somebody's fault? है गलती है हमारे अंदर में. I also have mistakes. If I was totally flawless and immaculate, I could have said, I have no fault from today. I am flawless. I have no fault. Acha? Yes, I am totally pure. I am pure like Ganga Jal. Acha? Claim it. Only you know what you have done in the life. All your negativities nobody knows properly. Or somebody who lives close to you, he will know some of that. Same room, if you live, you can make it out. But you know very well. So if you are exposing somebody, so expose for yourself also. Tell about yourself also. ठीक है भाई. You are very fond of that this is wrong, she is wrong. So you also tell I am also wrong. Tell everything about yourself. So for me a different rule is there. For you a different rule is there. For me, I will hide under the carpet, and for you, I will put under the sun. ये कोई बात है? गलती होती है. Anusuya, there should not be. It will burn the mind. Nothing. That person won't improve. It will burn the mind. ठीक है ना? So one is Atri. Atri's wife will be Anusuya only. Atri nahi, Atri. Not tree. It is three. Atri. Say? Huh? Atri. So, Atri's wife was Anusuya. And from Atri's eyes came the moon. Therefore, from vision comes love. Real love comes from vision. More expensive is your vision, more purer will be your love. Impurity of love is that it is restricted and conditioned. Purity of the love is it unrestricted and unconditioned. Pure air means unrestricted air. Otherwise it is suffocating. Anyway, so now this happened. And now something will happen. We'll see more tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।
चंचल चतुर अंगुरिया जिस पर तनिक मुंदरिया साजे बाजे मुरली। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव,